to the weekly roundup on SA Footballer TV. I'm Tommy Javor with
Darcy Evans.
Darcy Evans. I'm good, mate. Of course, you were the star of the live call on the weekend.
Both were, TJ. We both were. History in the making we were, which is a fantastic day it was.
Fair to say it was a rocky start, certainly. We had some sound problems, some technical issues, but the second half, absolutely sublime, I thought, for our first time.
Yes.
Not about that.
I went really well. Everyone was very happy with it in the end. So.
Yep, and that is appearing on Facebook and on our pages and on YouTube. You'll be able to listen to that if you like, and hopefully you can get us at your ground, your local ground. It's great, you know, your sponsors put in $100 each, they get an N named after them, it's in a square, the scoreboard. It really was, Teacher Gully meet, so well done Teacher Gully, too good for paying them in that. But let's get on to Division 6, we're reviewing round 8 and previewing round 9, Darcy, and we had a lot of action on the weekend, and it started on Friday night, where Woody South continued their strong season, 19-18-132. Bramble Lodge 16-6-102. Take us through the better players and goal kicks for Woody South, please, mate.
Yeah, certainly. Look, Woody South, Clark with 8. I mean, that's just a good way to start. So that's obviously why they've got the Clark down the front line. Zivic with 3, Ahmed with 2, then 4 or 5 other individual goal scorers. They did spread them around for a good win there to Woody South. Bramble Lodge with Aloisi with a 7. Still couldn't do it on the day for Bramble Lodge, but still bagged a nice 7. Motley with 3, Hinkley with 3, then singles to Brooks and Spriggs. So very good win there to Woody South. Just the best players for Woody South. Haynes up there again, Clark, Ransom, Miller and Burns. And of course Aloisi with 7 goals, had to be best with 7 goals. Nice work there. Motley, Sobels, Savage and Crook. So big win there, and as you said, yeah, really Woody South are relegated, so they're really consolidated and relegated
all over again. They were, but now they're sitting top of a division, and it's almost deja vu. This is what happened before: 6s to 1s, 1s to 6s, and it looks like they're on their way back up. Next game was at Houghton Memorial Oval. It was Houghton Districts and Ingle Farm. Houghton Districts went down to Ingle Farm by 27 points, 14-8-92. Ingle Farm 18-11, 119. But Darcy, it started off as a shootout, didn't it? At quarter time, Ingle Farm 7-3. Houghton District 6 goals.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Ingle Farm managed to increase their lead at every change and eventually running out 27-point winners. Goal kickers for the Farmers: Lynch kicked 4, Buck 3, Matthews 3, Manning was the only other multiple goal scorer. Whilst for Houghton Districts it was Schneider and Bray both with 3 and Francis with 2 and a host of singles. Better players for Houghton: McMurty, Lonville and the General Josh Davis, back at Houghton for a stint at Paynham, and big hello to Josh and daughter Mia there. His wife had a baby the week after us, so
congratulations.
In birthing classes I was the father and he was the mother, and it was a beautiful thing. But let's not get bogged down by heavy semantics. Better players: Ingle Farm, Buck, Sumner and Matthews. Ingle Farm also sitting 7-1 and doing very good things, Darcy.
No, absolutely they are. You've got him working well with the lad. He hadn't been around here for a few weeks, but he was here last week, wasn't he?
Yep.
Super coach. So,
yes,
Paul Manuel. Paul Manuel.
Now, I'm going to ask you a question, Darcy. Have you ever danced with your sister?
At my wedding.
It's a bit of a mixed feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, awkward.
Much like the result at Fork Reserve, mate. I probably, if you had to say there was a winner, it was Trinity, even though it was a draw. It was 10-7 apiece. Both teams kicked 10-7-67. But West Croydon was sitting top before this one, and yes. Trinity have found a way to at least draw with them. Better players, goal kickers for West Croydon, please, Darcy.
Yeah, West Croydon, Halls with 3, Sung with 2, O'Toole, Woodcock, individuals to 4 or 5 other guys. McKinnon just the 1, so obviously he was held very well on the day. Usually he bags 3 or 4.
On Trinity's side, Lamont was the only multiple goal scorer. Lamont and Cotter were the only multiples, both kicking 4. Good to see Cotter back in the goal kicking. And better players for Trinity were Eves, McPhail and Cameron, whilst for West Croydon, mate. Better players?
Better player West Croydon. Sorry, Summer, Woodcock, Sumpton, Towns and Dickinson. So it's spread around a bit with the goal scorers of the West Croydon. Trinity just only 4 goal scorers there, so they sort of held it pretty tight there on the forward line. As you said, with Lamont with 4 and Cotter, so Cotter is getting back in it. Yep. Good, he's always got his name up there, and he's probably be close to leading the goal scorers, I imagine.
And they're calling me Perfect Pete the Magic Tipper, but this one stopped me from getting 5 out of 5 in this grade. The next one, mate, I think we both tipped this one. Well, you weren't in last week.
No, I was in last week.
No, it was Mawson Lakes. They were too good for Fitzroy. Fitzroy have improved, though. They're being competitive now each week. It was Mawson Lakes 20-13-133. Fitzroy 15-6-96, but 33 scoring shots to 21. You'd suggest Mawson Lakes had control and panned out that way. They were up by 33 points at half time. For Mawson Lakes, the old boy Dan Phillips kicked 5, Tonkin 4, Novusel 3, Bennett and Carr both kicked 2s. Their better players were Hayden, Carr and Dan Phillips. Whilst for the Lions, you've got that up, so I'll just keep going.
Next one.
Cotter kicked 3 and a brace of goals to Legacy, Avery, Whedon and Smith. Better players for Fitzroy were Brophy, Avery and Smith. I don't think that's Steve Smith though, the Australian captain. I think it's a different Smith.
Yeah, a relation on location, but no.
Yep. And at the start of this year, mate, it was a very slow start for Adelaide Lutheran, but they're starting to win some games now.
Aren't they? They probably come down the parklands there, probably ranking things up a bit. But look, they were big winners over Mitchell Park. Mitchell Park hasn't been too bad either. So, but 20 goal weights, so some good kicking there, very straight kicking, 28 to 12-10 to Mitchell Park. And Adelaide Lutheran, Holkless with 6, so a good bag there. Yolton with 3, Hickley with 3, Redhead with 3.
And ironically, we found out last week he does not have red hair.
He doesn't have red hair. I like that. So, and then singles to 4 or 5 other players for Mitchell Park. McDonald with 3, Helltime with 3, Hyde with 2, and singles to 4 or 5 other players. So again, both teams spreading around a bit, which is good. But big winners there to Adelaide Lutheran. Best players for Lutheran were Hickley, Holkless, Bushway, Redhead again. He comes into it, so I'd like to see that name come up a few times. And Coing, and for Mitchell Park, the Bozetta. La Bozetta, Howtime, Power, Smith again, and Tonkin. So.
Fantastic, and there's been some good goal kickers in Division 6 this year. None better than Timmy Aloisi on 38, Hooscock Woodcock, West Croydon's Luke Woodcock with 26, Nate McDonald with 25, McKinnon and O'Toole both on 22, and we'll be down at West Croydon for our next live call, seeing the exploits of the high-flying Luke Woodcock, so it should be a lot of fun. That one coming to you sometime in June 18th.
Yes, it is. I think it is. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we'll be back bigger and better with a live call. Yes, it's great. As you can see, it's not restricted to Div 1. Don't want to harp on the live call. We're off to Div 6 next.
Absolutely.
I am excited to head down Hanson Road with the sun up for once.
Bring your wallet.
Speaking of Hanson Road, it's the boys from Hanson Road at Fork Reserve. West Croydon sitting 7-1, but equally, so 7 wins and a draw. That was their first blemish, the draw. 7-1, we've got Woody South and Eagle Farm. Brahma Lodge are the best of the rest with 5-3, whilst 3 teams are locked on 3 and 5. That Mawson Lakes, Adelaide Lutheran and Houghton Districts. Trinity hang in there with that draw against West Croydon with 2.5 wins, whilst Mitchell Park and Fitzroy search valiantly for their second win.
As we can see, when Fitzroy and Mitchell Park are really only 2 games behind. So, because as you said, 5, 6 and 7 are all on 3 wins.
So, 5, yeah, that's true. Yes.
So they're all 3 teams on down to Mawson Lakes and Lutheran Houghton Districts.
Percentage probably suggests that
Correct.
maybe they're not quite in the mix, but let's get on to round 9, and our first match is Brahma Lodge and Adelaide Lutheran. This one's going to be a very tight contest, mate. They currently sit 4th and 6th, and if Adelaide Lutheran want to get to where Brahma Lodge are, they need to beat them. Can they beat them this week, mate?
No, I think they can, actually. I think they're on fire. Adelaide Lutheran are coming back, as you said before at the beginning, but I think Brahma Lodge, long way to go, and long big travel, so close game, a few goals.
Well, it will be a close game. It is hard to decide. I don't ever want to be hanging on my tip because I'm on fire at the moment, mate, and I think the home advantage of Brahma Lodge and Adelaide Lutheran, someone's going to lock down Aloisi. If they can keep him to under 3 goals, they'll win Adelaide Lutheran, but I don't think they will. Aloisi to kick 5 and Brahma Lodge to win by a few goals. Next one, mate.
Yeah,
Fitzroy and Houghton Districts.
So Fitzroy, obviously just the 1 win this year, and then Houghton Districts, they're sitting 7th, but they're equal in 5th position. So I think because it's going to be at Fitzroy, no, I'm certainly going for Houghton Districts.
No. Yeah, I'll be staying with Houghton as well.
Yeah, Houghton.
Must win Houghton Districts. This is obviously the last of the first half of the year. The 9 rounds in.
Ready.
Yep, so they can't afford to drop this one. If they drop this one, I don't think they'll play finals. Houghton to find a way over the Roy Boys.
So then, absolutely. So then next game, look, obviously we've got bottom versus top. So West Croydon versus Mitchell Park. I think it's going to be, and because it's Mitchell Park though, but West Croydon, they're on fire at the moment. Just the 1 loss. The draw last week.
So they're getting them at the wrong time. Mitchell Park, aren't they?
So they're wrong to going to come out firing next week. Just the draw didn't like that. So gee whiz, it's going to be a big squad of West Croydon next week.
Yes, Woodcock on fire along with McKinnon held to 1. I'm sure will be very keen to fix that. I think West Croydon comfortably. Eagle Farm, Woody South should be a very good one.
Match of the round, I think this one is.
So it is our match of the round.
Third, both on 7-1.
Yep. Yeah, well, 7-1. 2 very, very good teams. 2 teams that will be certainly there when the whips are cracking at the end of the year. It's at Roe Park, and I haven't seen Eagle Farm do anything wrong yet this year. So Eagle Farm at home for mine, just.
I think Paul Manuel's got them going well at the moment. So I reckon Eagle Farm as well, just. But it's going to be a good game, but out there, very hard to beat.
Yep. Mawson Lakes sit in 5th, hanging on there 3 and 5, and they travel to Trinity. A long drive down Main North there to Trinity. Trinity with a fantastic result away from home last week against West Croydon. Now you'd suggest if they can reproduce, it was a low scoring affair, if they can reproduce that kind of form, they'll probably knock the Mawson Lakes off here.
Oh, I think they will, absolutely. So Mawson, I think they will too. Mawson, no, I reckon I'm going for Mawson Lakes, sorry, Trinity. Mawson Lakes only because they must keep their hope. They're 5th at the moment. They win 1, they might just get 1 game clear in 5 because depends on the districts as well. So,
Yep.
But so I'm all over the place. Trinity for me. I'm going for Mawson Lakes. I'll go for again Mawson Lakes.
Shades of a good man we both used to work with.
Lakes I'm going for. So Mawson Lakes to keep their 5, keep in the 5 for 1 game clear, hopefully.
I like to tip an upset each week, and I'll take Trinity.
One mistake I'm allowed.
Yeah, no, that's fine, mate. We're all agents. Thanks for watching the weekly roundup with a slightly confused Darcy and Tommy Drill. We're back next week.
See you later.